Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the London Black Knights.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First shot with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Vance looking deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Vance being chased out left. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Vance to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Gain of 4 yards. It's now.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one. You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Meyer. Oh, he's going to air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Meyer. And whips that one incomplete there. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Meyer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Austin. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
At
the 30-yard line. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. It's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And his guys have taken a 1st quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, runs to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Swift, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On third down, Vance steps away to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Deron Payne on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down. It's Austin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down. Meyer. Over the middle, it hits Austin. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the option. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Swift, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Is good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they can time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up.
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On second down now, it's Austin. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
on 3rd down, Meyer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
the score tied 7-7.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll pitch it back, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Vance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top. Unsuccessful.
43 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because...
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, here's Swift. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Ray Swift, the ball.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Complete to
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
A gain of 5.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. On third down, here comes Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But that'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll fire this deep for out. He's got a man. Complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Black Knights 21, Rams 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And we haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2nd and 10.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Meyer letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Raiders.
Looking to throw. Vance. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, and my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. That is just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears? I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Meyer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it going away. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control. Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball. Not much there, only a yard. To throw on 2nd down. Vance will try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play went nowhere. losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw. Vance. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Vance. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Rams.
Throwing on 1st down. Vance. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Returnable here for Davis. 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a timeout taken.
Number 26.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before break. Meyer. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle as time expires in the first half. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Meyer. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
First and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Meyer flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. From the gun, Meyer. That's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will have a touchdown. You don't want a coach in Charles to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The ball carrier taken down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Once again, it's Swift.
And 6.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
A gain of 2.
They'll run here with Swift. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Vance able to hit his target wrong. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vance. Buying time to his left. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard. And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Down, Raiders.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. On first down, Austin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Meyer. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Meyer. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
On third down, it's Austin. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down. He's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Escaping the pressure right. Getting this into the hands of Turner. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Swift, the ball carrier.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Vance dancing to his left. Finds Swift out of the backfield. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Gain of 11 yards.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Vance. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now he's forced out right. Going for it all. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep run with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Vance will try and set up the screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. The Rams on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
A gain of 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now left side of the swing pass. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
The Rams on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's Patterson complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do throw an opening? And there he goes. Touchdown. George Kittle, 75 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a carry for Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th.
On 4th down, Vance. And it is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Turnover on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Meyer. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count. And a 5-yard penalty ensues. False start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Meyer. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Makes it second.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Meyer. Right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
44-yard line.
Now first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Meyer. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Meyer. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes
this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Black Knights 77, Rams 10. Will Lutz set
after the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, a great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll run on first down. Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One more time with Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
77.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis,